I guess I have a fear that there is a kind of dualism that can slip in very easily when we separate the naked being of God from all the vestments.
We only do that to begin with, to draw attention to God's being. But we almost always come back, like we did at the end of the meditation today. We first discover God's being in ourself through the portal I am. Because the knowledge is I am, it's the full moon in the painting. It's the only part of the painting that is not colored in paint. So it gives us direct access to God's being. If you look at the painting, looking at the full moon gives you direct access to the white paper. The whole painting is the white paper, but if you look at anything apart from the full moon, you're going to have modified access to the white paper. You're going to go through the painting. So the only experience where we have direct, unmediated access to reality is through the knowledge I am. So that's why we go there first, to recognize the nature of being. Why is it necessary to recognize the nature of being? Because almost everybody believes and feels that being is personal and limited. If we feel that being is personal and limited, then however far we go out into the world, we will never discover its reality. That's why scientists still haven't discovered the nature of reality, because they believe that their self is personal and limited. And their knowledge of the universe will always appear in conformity with that belief. That's why sooner or later a scientist has to become a mystic. A scientist has to discover who they really are before they can know what the world really is. But having discovered who we really are, then we can go back to the world and discover that the amness of ourself is the isness of all things. So going into ourself, discovering the amness of ourself, that's the Vedantic approach. Going back out into the world to discovering that the isness of all things is the same as the amness of ourself, that's the Tantric approach. But even Tantrics go to their self first. They go to the nature of awareness first.
But the nature of awareness by itself feels conceptual to me. When I go into that pure, just the focus on the pure awareness, the pure sensing is always there. It's not separate from...
If I were to ask you the question now, are you aware? What would you say? I know you've heard it before, but pretend you never heard it. I ask you the question now, are you aware? What do you say?
Yes.
To what experience do you refer? You've just told us that you refer to a concept. You said referring to awareness is conceptual. Did you, when I asked you the question, are you aware, did you refer to a concept and then reply yes? No, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
You didn't. You referred to the fact of being aware. That is not conceptual.
Yeah.
It is the most evident element of your experience.
Yeah, and it's certainly where, that's where you helped guide me a couple of years ago. Exactly there.
To take the experience of sensing. If you don't like going to pure awareness, take the experience of sensing now. You are sensing now your legs on the chair, your hand on the mic, the temperature of the air on your skin. Sensing is real. It's a real experience, yes? Completely real to you. So there's, and if you are experiencing sensing, and you are, you must be experiencing its reality. It's like if you're watching a movie, if you're seeing a landscape on the screen, it may look like a landscape. You may not know that it's a screen. You may think it's a landscape, but even if you think it's a landscape, you are experiencing the screen. You can't see a landscape. You can't see a movie without seeing the screen. Yeah? It's just an analogy.
Yeah.
So if you're experiencing sensing, which you are, you must be experiencing what it really is, what is there. Now touch, sensing now?
Yeah.
Describe the sensing is made out of something. Something is there.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Don't say I don't know.
Yeah.
You are experiencing it.
Yeah,
What is it?
absolutely.
Try to give it a name in your language. What would you call it?
Radiance. Alive, vibrating radiance, aliveness.
Okay, that's fine. Tell us about that alive, vibrating aliveness.
I am in love with it. I just, yeah.
No, we don't want to know what you feel about it.
I know.
We want to know about it.
Yeah.
This alive, vibrating radiance. Tell us about it.
It's only here.
Yeah.
It's only now.
Okay. Yes. And okay. Yeah. Keep going.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it that is vibrating?
Itself, the I am.
Okay. There you are. You've gone back to the I am. You're saying that alive, vibrating radiance. If it's vibrating, there's something there that is vibrating. When a guitar string vibrates, it's the guitar string that's vibrating. When the surface of the lake shimmers, it's the water that is shimmering. So when you say this alive, vibrating radiance, you haven't gone all the way back yet. What is it that is vibrating? You went there. You said the I am. That's it. You suddenly became a Vedantin then.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to sit with that.
Try to forget, and I'm sorry, I know I'm just reinforcing it. Try to forget the distinction between the Vedantic and Tantric approaches. They're just pedagogical tools that are valid. But at some stage, the closer we get to reality, the less distinction there is between these two approaches. They're the same. Just as the three paths, the path of knowledge, the path of devotion, and the path of, let's call it the path of perception or the path of beauty, that correspond to the three faculties of thinking, feeling, and perceiving. They're the same path. If you kiss the toad, you get the handsome prince. But if you don't kiss the toad and you remain all alone, you inherit your father's kingdom. Doesn't matter which you do. Both are pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, thank you.